Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a very exciting video. I've been so excited to do this. This is going to be my first impressions using the Oden'S and Angelica Nyqvist Hela palette. So this is the outer sleeve of it here. I literally got this about an hour before I started filming the look, and I was going to film something else. I was going to film a whole different palette. And then this arrived. I was like, nope, this one's getting done today. So I had to change up my whole look and go for this one. So I've been so excited to get this. I've been so excited. It took a bit longer than I probably expected it to, but I think it's just because it was so popular and all the stuff that's happening in the world, we can forgive it all. But I've been so excited. I'm just so happy to get this. And I think after waiting 5 months for my It's Freaking Bats palette from Shroud and Batty Bean, I can wait for anything in the mail. I think I can do it. So I just love this. I love the idea, like this is the outer sleeve, and I love this because it's a bit grungy, it's a bit murky. Like, it's not fully black and white, but it kind of is, but there's elements of little bits of colour coming through it here. The whole idea is that it's like life and death, in life and the afterlife kind of thing. And I love that, how it's like the skeleton sort of side and it kind of mismatches all the florals. There's the wolf, which is a giant doggo. There's the serpent, which gives me very Slytherin vibes, which I am. Let's get into what the actual palette looks like on the outside, because this is just the outer sleeve. So you open it like this and it's just full colour. Look at that. So it's exactly the same except colourful, and you've got the more kind of chrome parts to it as well. I just love the look of it. I love how colourful the outer packaging is. And then the inside is even more colourful. Look at this dream. This is a green, pink, grunge dream, and I'm so excited about this. I did do a full green look because I just had to. There is multi-chromes, duochromes, everything like that in it. I'm going to pop up some swatches as I'm speaking now so you can see everything up close. But the different tones of greens is so interesting. You've got your murky grungies, you've got your mustardy kind of greens, you've got your very bright greens, which I have on me right now. You've got pinks, and I love a pink to contrast a green. I just think it's beautiful, which I will be doing in one of my looks. There's elements of neutral if you really want to go there for it. Neutral with a twist. Super, super smoky. Like the shade Soot is just the darkest plum, with River, which is the most beautiful purple to blue to green duochrome. Dark, sparkly kind of gunmetal black sort of shade, and double-sided, which is that beautiful multichrome, which I didn't use today, but I will be using in my 3 Looks One palette. Speaking of that, I know I've been doing 2 Looks One palettes recently, but with this I'm going to do a 3 Looks One palette because I have too many ideas. I just need to do 3. I need to get them all out of my head before I go insane. So I'm so excited to get that done. So this is the look I created. So we're going to do that in this video, and I'm just so happy with it. I'm so excited. You're going to see in the video how beautiful it is, how beautiful the shimmers are, how well it blends as well. Oden'S mattes are really good for blending. They're really nice and easy to blend. I really like them, but they're still super pigmented. And I'm just so excited. If you want to see all the up-close pictures of this look when I do post them, to see how sparkly everything is in person, then my Instagram is linked down below and my TikTok is linked down below. I didn't do a TikTok for this look, but I will be doing them for the future looks as well. And also go follow those, because I'll probably post like swatches and things like that on my stories and things. Once I do the swatches, I'll probably post them there, but you would have seen the swatches at the beginning, but I like to do really up close so you can see all the real sparkly bits on my Instagram. So go follow that down below. So without any more delaying, let's get into how I did this look because it's so beautiful. Alright guys, this palette literally arrived an hour and a half ago, and I haven't even done my hair. I literally just got out of my pajama top. I still have my pajama bottoms on. I haven't even brushed my hair, and I'll do my hair afterwards, but I want to film with this right now. I want to get this up as soon as I can. This is obviously the Hela palette, and what are we doing today? I need to use the greens, obviously. So I'm thinking like these two. Maybe this one, maybe. I might use this on the lid as well, so the 2 shimmers on the lid here, and I might actually use Hellfire in the inner corner. I kind of like the look of that for the inner corner for this look, just to add a bit of contrast. I love a pink green combo, so you know, I'm gonna go for that. I already have my skin on, my brows on, and my eyeshadow primer on, so we're gonna just jump in. We're not dilly-dallying here. Okay, so far I've only swatched the palette. I literally swatched it like 2 minutes ago so I could film it, so you could see the live swatches, not live swatches, but the first initial swatch of this palette. So some of these I'm not gonna be able to pronounce, so bear with me on this. This is Ouroboros, this one, the dark green. I'm taking a little dab of that because from what I see when I was swatching, there's a lot of kick up from it, so I'm taking a little bit of that. I'm taking that on a BH Cosmetics Rose Gold number 6 brush. So not the biggest fluffy brush, I'll use that in a second, but the next one down from that. And that is going to go on the outer corner. I'm going to do a pretty standard eye with 2 shimmers on the lid. Ooh, I like the tone of that. Love a dark green. But yeah, I'm not going to do anything fancy. I just want to try and get as many of these colours as I can on and still have a cohesive. I am going to be doing a 3 Lux 1 palette with this. So stay tuned for that. Hit subscribe for that one, because I just have too many ideas. I've been thinking about it while I was waiting for it to arrive, that what I wanted to do it, and I just can't stop thinking of things. So I'm going to do that with it. Well, I love the tone of that. Like, it's not too emerald, it's more foresty sort of green. I'm popping that just on the outer corner and pulling that through the crease. So I've just applied that. I'm not blending it just yet. I'm going to start blending it now though, and I'm going to take Moss, which is this mossy green. I did think there was kind of more of a lime, like more like this kind of colour. I don't know, more like that. Well, that kind of is that one. More like this one actually. In a matte. I thought there was that kind of colour. I don't know why, but I'm happy with what I have. So I'm going to take Moss, and this is on a number 5 from that Rose Gold collection. It's the bigger fluffy brush. So we're going to take some of that, and we're going to use that to start blending out our edge. Just overlap with the green. I feel like whenever there's a greens in a palette and I'm doing a first impressions, I always do the greens as my first look, because it's one of my favourite colours, if not my favourite colour. And especially these kinds of greens where they're murky, they're a bit more earthy sort of greens. I love those. But I also like my painfully bright neon greens as well. That's blending out so nice. Like, it's not dulling down that dark green either, although it is more of a murky green. I'm still keeping the nice intensity of that first shade, but oh, I like these. Are blending like standard Oden'S eye mattes. Kind of remind me a little bit of Kaleidos as well, a little bit. Not super exactly the same. I'd say Kaleidos are a bit more like impactful straight away, and you need a little bit more blending work with them. Not in a bad way again. Just these are a little bit kind of like a combo of the two, but they're very nice and they blend very easy. Okay, I think it's beautiful. I think it's blending beautiful. I'm going to go back in with Ouroboros. I just don't know if I'm saying that right, but I'm going to go with that. That is the dark green again. I'm taking that on a Real Techniques accent brush. So just a super small little brush, and we're going to use that on the lower lash line. Just connecting with the outer corner and get it as close to your lashes as possible. And I'm going about 2/3 of the way across. I kind of want to, I don't know whether I want to put the pink in there, the shimmery pink, or the shimmery green maybe. Maybe the green. I don't know. We'll decide as we go. That's kind of what's happening today, because I haven't planned this out because it literally just arrived. So I'm just going with what I want to use. A little bit of fallout, but you know, it's fine. I actually always get fallout on this eye, more so than this eye, because of the angle that I'm going at. I feel like I get just a little bit more fallout. Then I'm taking my Lavender Luxe from BH Cosmetics number 10 brush, which is the little pencil brush, that one there. We're going to go back in with Moss again, the lighter green that we used to blend, and we're going to use that to blend the lower lash line. So same technique, just overlap the edge and just keep building that until you're happy. Blend it down as far as you want. I like mine blended down quite far because I like that really smoky, grungy sort of look. Then it's going to take that dark green again on the same little brush and just re-intensify it, because I always find on my lower lash line I lose that colour, whatever my darkest shade, more because it's a smaller area. I'm trying to really blend the edge. So I just like to re-intensify where I want it to be the strongest again. Okay, I'm not going to tidy up the fallout just yet. I'll do that after, just in case the shimmers give me a little bit of fallout. But speaking of the shimmers, we're going to go in with my Too Faced Glitter Insurance. I kind of go between this one and the NYX one. Not too fussy about which one I use. I probably prefer the NYX one because it's a lot cheaper. And I have a backup of the NYX one, but my NYX one is in my boyfriend's house because Paddy's Day. I was getting ready, so. And just a heads up as well, it is Paddy's Day, not Patty's Day. That really irks me when people say that, because we don't say Patty when we call someone that. They're Paddy with a double D. Patrick, Pat, Paddy. That's the way it goes. It's like Richard, Rich, Dick. Do you know what I mean? It kind of goes on from there. So I'm going to do one eye at a time with my shimmer. So I'll do this one in a few minutes. But I'm going to take the shade Venom, which is this one here. And I love the name. Love the colour. Very beautiful, almost like a grassy green. And that's going to go on the centre of the lid. Oh, that's the perfect Paddy's Day colour. Wow. Oh my god, I love shimmery greens. They're just everything. So I'm just cleaning that off a little bit, just to get the majority of that, because I want to see how this other colour works on its own. Then I'm going to take Fluorescence, which is this bright, like, chartreuse sort of shade. Look how that picked up. Wow. Holy moly. And that's going to go on this inner portion in here. That just beams. Oh my god. And these two should blend like seamlessly because they are both green and they're not too far away from each other in greens. Like they both have enough yellow in them to blend into each other. But I'm just going kind of back and forward using the back of my brush when I need to blend the darker green into the light and the lighter green into the dark. That's so like sparkly but smooth as well. Like it's not chunky. Oh my god, I love it. I'm going to go back in with the shade Venom just on the very tip of that brush there. And we're just going to pop that on this lower part down here. I want to use the darker of the shimmers because it's darker on the lower lash. And I think it'll just keep it dark but still have that little bit of brightness. If I use the really bright one, it'll brighten it a bit more than I want it to be. I'm going to take a little bit more of Moss as well just to blend out the edge of that shimmer. So that way it's seamless with what we have going on in here. Okay, I'm having serious leaky eye on this side. Nothing to do with the shadows. It's just this eye. Oh my god. Annoying. But anyway, we'll fix it and I'll mostly take pictures from this side anyway. Okay, I've cleaned up all my fallout and everything like that. So the last little step we're going to do is take Hellfire, which is that kind of, it's almost like a pink with a peach kind of tone to it as well. It's very pretty and beautifully bright as well. I'm going to take this on a little Charles Fox brush that I have. I don't know what kind of brush it is. I think it's a lip brush, but whatever small brush will do. And we're going to pop that on the inner corner. And this will just add a little bit of interest, a little bit of contrast, but still brighten up the inner corner. I will be using that multichrome. Don't you guys worry. I just have another idea for it. Like it has pink peach sort of tone to it, but it's still so light that it kind of just looks like a highlight as well. I think it just depends on what you pair with it. So with this, it kind of just looks like a warm inner corner highlight, which I'm all about. Okay, so that is our finished look for the first time using the Hela palette. I'm so excited. So I'm going to try and fix this corner here, but we're going to look more on this side because this is perfect. I love it. So I'm going to jump off. I'm going to finish off the rest of my face, do my eyes, cheeks and lips, and I'll come back and let you know what I use on my face. Okay guys, so this is how I finish off my look. I am so happy with how this turned out. This is just like a green smoky dream and I'm really happy with it. I'm so excited to get into more looks. That's why I want to do 3 more, so I'm going to be doing my 3 looks on palette. But let me go through everything that I used on my face. So on my waterline, I actually decided to kind of match the combination of the 2 shimmers on the lid. So I went in my Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in the shade Freak, which is just a lime kind of green, a little bit of gold shimmer in it, so kind of is like the perfect match between the 2 shimmery greens. I did decide to do a wing liner because I just felt like it today, and I went in with my Physicians Formula Eye Booster 2-in-1 Lash Boosting Eyeliner and Serum in Ultra Black. It's just a brush tip liner pen. My mascara then is my MAC in Extreme Dimension mascara. It's what I've been using for the past while and what I'm currently using now. And then my lashes, I don't have the box of them, but these are the MAC 76 lashes. So they're just super wispy and fluffy. They're not super dense or anything like that, right? In the root, they do add volume, but they're more like really wispy and fluttery. Onto my cheeks then, I went in with my Juvia's Place Bronzed Duo in the shade Light, and I used a lighter shade, so this one up here, because I'm not quite here yet, but I'm more up here, so I use that one. If you don't have this, Hoola Light is nearly exactly the same. My blush then, I went in with my Benefit Dandelion, because I love this blush with green colours on the eyes. I think it's beautiful, so I went in with that. And then I decided to kind of play up the pink that's on the cheeks a little bit more, so I went in with my MAC Hyper Real Glow palette. It's the palette Get Lit, and the shade is Get Lit is the name of the shade. It's the pink one in the middle, that one just there. So they're kind of almost like slight duochrome, more iridescent, and it's pink. There's like a champagne pink and a blue, or like an icy kind of one, but I use the pink one. My lip then, I went in with my very, very loved Whirl lip liner just to line the lips and slightly fill them in. My lipstick then is MAC's Love You Back lipstick, which is just a neutral, a little bit lighter than the pencil, just kind of gives my lips a bit of colour, but nothing to take away from the actual eyes. And then for my gloss, I went in with my Inglot Volumizing Lip Gloss in the shade Vesper, which is just like a kind of nice sparkly, neutral, kind of pink and gold, like flecks through it. It's just something to gloss it up a little bit. Okay, so that is our first impressions of the Hela palette from Oden'S and Angelica Nyqvist. This is my second Angelica collaboration that I have, because I do have the Club Nebula also. She does a good colour story, I have to say. It's like ideal. It's greens, there's a little pop of pink, so there's a nice bit of contrast in it. There's really dark, which I was expecting with Angelica because she likes her dark mattes, and there's multichromes, the super sparkly duochromes, and just super sparkly shadows. Like, I didn't even use any of the multichromes yet, and my eyes still look magical. I'm so happy with how this look turned out, with how this palette is. I was too excited, and I cannot wait to do my 3 looks on palette now with this. I know I've just been doing 2 looks, but with this one I'm gonna have to do 3. So the verdict on the palette with the whole outer packaging and everything like that, it's an absolute win. Do I have lipstick on my teeth? I do. It's a win, absolute win for me. I love the kind of life and death kind of to have sort of idea. There's a wolf on one side, which is a big doggo, which I always love, and it just gives me very kind of grungy, a little bit alternative, but still bright and colourful. Like, oh, seriously, yeah. I don't know, I love it. I love the mirror as well, how it's a round mirror. I never used the mirror in the palettes, but I love that. So I want to know your verdict down below. Did you get this palette? I know they came out and then they did a restock. I don't know if they're going to do another restock. They might, I'm not sure. But did you get this palette? If you did, let me know your thoughts down below. And would you do this sort of look? I think this is kind of like a standard look to do with this palette, just all green. But what other ideas? Like, I have an idea, a couple of ideas for my 3 looks on palette, but if you've got any more ideas, let me know down below in the comments, and let me know your verdict on this look and the palette. If you did like this video, then give me a big thumbs up down below. It's the quickest, simplest and easiest way to give me a little bit of support, get me around to more people, and also let me know that you like the video, and I will continue to do many more. Also hit subscribe down below to see many more coming up. I was actually going to film a different palette today, and then I got this, so I had to push this one forward because I was just so excited about this. So yeah, I'm very happy with how this turned out. But yeah, stay tuned, because whatever palette I was going to film it, which was a certain blueberry palette, will be coming up soon, so hit subscribe to see that. And as I said in the beginning, my Instagram is linked down below, where the up close eye pictures and full face pictures will be going. I don't think I did a TikTok. No, I didn't do a TikTok because I don't have time to do a TikTok because I'm going to work right now, but there will be TikToks done with the 3 looks on palettes using that. But I do post lots of TikToks on my TikTok, so go follow that down below as well. And I think that is everything for me, and I'm so happy with this palette, so I will see you in the next video, guys. Bye.